Hello and welcome to Mechwarrior Online. Today I'm doing a review of what I refer to as the ATM ambush. Now, the Sunspider ambush originally comes as a ballistic build that has 4 energy points on it. But what makes this mech truly special is it has omnipods, and these omnipods on this particular hero mech happen to have 2 energy points on the left and right torsos, which no other Sunspider has. None. You can go through the ABCs and you're not going to find them. You might find one that has a laser here or ECM there, but you're not going to find one that does this. It's the whole reason I purchased this. I purchased this with the intention of removing the arms and putting missiles on them because I wanted 4 defensive weapons here and an arsenal of missiles that I can fire and just absolutely wreak havoc on the battlefield. No other ATM build I have other than the Arctic Wolf has done more damage and given me higher scores and higher ratings than this mech here. It is an absolute beast. I even took the original paint job and left it on here, but I made some alterations to it. And I also sometimes refer to this as Morpheus. And the reason is because when people see this paint scheme, they go, oh, it's a ballistics build. They see an ATM or a SNS-AMB on the other team, and they go, oh, that's definitely a ballistics build with energy weapons. They have no idea what they're coming in for. I've put LRM-15s on this. I've done ATM-9s and ATM-6s. I even did 4 ATM-9s at one time or another with 4 small lasers, and that was also fun. But this loadout works the best. Technically, the best loadout I've had is having 2 ATM-9s and 2 ATM-6s. But I changed that a while back because I wanted the symmetry of the ATM-6s, ATM-9s, the 4 ATM-6s, and it also provides much better cooling. With 2 ATM-9s, 2 ATM-6s, and 4 ER medium lasers, the heat management is 1.32 unskilled. And skilled, I don't think it makes much of a difference. But the problem is it gets really hot really fast. So in this configuration, heat management is 1.42, I believe. We'll look and see in a second. But the Sunspider is absolutely a game-changing mech. It's really wonderful because the lasers are right here, and they have really good grouping. The missiles are up high, so if you can see it, you can shoot it essentially. And if you were to just do 2 ATM-12s, they would also be really up high as well, but you would lose the benefit of the being able to fire them more often. You'd have to wait for that long cooldown. So I'm running 2 ATM-6s on each torso. And as far as ammo, I'm running 7 tons of ammo. And then I'm running 4 double heat sinks with 4 ER medium lasers. You're starting to see 4 as a big number here. 4, 4, 4. And this gives me a heat management of 1.42 and a firepower of 72, which is usually optimum for me, and a speed of 81, so it's about as fast as an Ebon Jaguar. I'm getting base armor plus 7. And over here, probably nothing, and probably nothing, and probably nothing. And then another plus 7. So I'm not getting any of the major quirks that would normally come with this. But those major quirks don't do anything for me. What does something for me is when you look at the skills. Full range, heat generations, that helps with heat. Velocity. Laser features to make them shorter runs, full missile features, survivability, and reinforced casing, plus 2 additional skills for overheat damage, because it does get really toasty. Even at 1.42, it still gets really toasty, because I'm really abusive. I like putting mechs in the dirt quickly. Cool run, heat containment, seismic, radar deprivation. Of course, it's an ATM build, so that means I automatically have on almost every one of them, not quite every one, advanced zoom, and then 2 cool shots with the UAV. It fires just like that. I strike these, in chain fire, but these are alpha. I alpha strike these, and it just devastates. Now, what's so devastating about ATM 6s? Well, it's the fact that all the way out at maximum range, which is, what is this, 1,265 meters, each one is doing 12 damage. However, with the fully skilled out features of this mech, at 281 meters, so we'll just say 281 meters all the way down to 60 meters, each one of these is doing 15 damage. So if I fire all 4 of these and somebody's in optimum range, I just hit them all over their mech, but usually in the main torso areas, with a 60 strike. That's a lot of damage you can do. And you can do it again in 4 seconds. And these work really well at just really stripping armor. No other weapon I have in my arsenal does more damage than ATM weapons as far as stripping armor and stripping components off. The 4 ER medium lasers, they have an optimum range that's just perfect for the ATMs. So after I've hit them with a volley of my ATM 6s, I can do another volley of the ER medium lasers. Let's see it on the battlefield. So we'll just go to Terra Therma because it's the hottest map I can think of. I usually go to Tourmaline Desert, but one of my subscribers suggested, you know what, you ought to be going to Terra Therma. And he's right. If you're going to test a map or a mech, you need to test it on one of the hottest places. And Terra Therma or Terra Therma Crucible is going to be at Caustic Valley's a close second. Very close second. And despite what popular belief is, Tourmaline Desert is actually a pretty hot map as well. I keep seeing mech. Servers have been slow lately, if you haven't noticed. I'm just going into the testing grounds and it's taking this long. I hope they're doing something about it. My ping is usually between 50 and 80, so I know it's not on my end. And I have I think it's a 900 download average, according to my test, and an upload speed of 500 plus, 500 to 700, I think it is. And I regularly test it. And I'm still waiting to get into the match. So it's not on my end. Maybe someday it'll load. We'll see. Here we go. So let's go punish the catapult, because why not? It's an intersphere mech. It's designed to be punished. And I typically run an override.
Engaged. Target acquired.
If you played a match with me, you know I'm going to say in override we trust at the beginning of a match. So here I am at 483, which is not optimum. You can see that because my weapons are in yellow. So I'm going to fire my lasers. Let's just take a look here. Watch what happens when I fire the ATMs. They hit the majority of the upper portion. I can aim low and it's going to do the same thing. XL check. No XL.
Target destroyed.
Let's wait for it to cool all the way down, and let's just do an alpha strike just to see. Look at that.
Heat level critical.
I did it twice, and I'm still well within the heat. That's why you can do this with ATM 9s as well. But the nice thing about doing them with the ATM 6s is they have a faster cooldown rate. Now, one of the things you can get with doing the ATM 9s and ATM 6s is you do an alpha strike once, and the next time you fire them, the ATM 6s will fire first, and then the ATM 9s will fire next. So it actually works out to be a kind of a cool run in a sense.
Target acquired.
And of course you have mad range on these weapons. I think he's in cover now. Not doing any damage there, but let's go down and take a look at this guy, and I'll show you what the range is like when you're in that 280 meters to 60 meters. We'll get there eventually. Boy, this 81 kph feels slow. I've been driving my Arctic Wolf a lot, and this feels so slow. I feel like I'm walking around on an Atlas. It's so slow. See how it's yellow right there? That's 285. Let's go ahead and get, yeah, there we go. So now we're at 279. So now I'm doing optimum damage with all weapons. So let's fire. See how fast that cools down? I'm holding the button down, so it's going as fast as it can. Go down all the way to the 60 meter. So this is how close 60 meters is. Watch what happens at 60. There we go. 60, 59, nothing. Now see, you would think, okay, I can get down to 60 meters, but the thing is sometimes you get down to, depending on the way the mech is facing, it actually is it feels like 60 meters. So right there, see how it switches? Now I'm not going to do any damage. It shouldn't be doing any damage. But what's happening is some of the missiles are hitting the other side of the target or different points of the target. So just as a ruling, once you get down to 65 meters, it might be 60 meters. And that's why I fire from here. Now I'm doing a lot of damage every time I shoot. My leg. Oh, wrong leg. Now here's something for you. I take the lock off.
Target acquired.
Stop locking.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
If you turn the lock off, you can there's a brief moment if you're in targeting range where you can actually aim at a particular target of the mech. So sometimes what I'll do,
target acquired,
if I'm out of range,
target acquired,
is I'll target a particular part of the mech. So I'm going to aim down low. Oops, wrong button. Now I'm going to do more damage to the leg.
Target acquired.
It's hard to do sometimes. You can see I'm doing more damage to the legs though.
Target acquired.
See, I'm taking the legs out, but most of the torso is still there.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired.
See, look at that. The torso's still there. And this is one of the reasons why I bring advanced zoom. Because otherwise, it doesn't matter where you aim, you're going to hit them more of the center torso. See, I'm not even hitting the leg. that was to unlock and then fire.
Target acquired. Target acquired. Target acquired.
Now you get the idea. Yeah, so this thing's a lot of fun to drive as an ATM build.